Hi guys, it's me Lewis, and today I'm here to do a little rant video on why spyware is becoming the official product for modern tech. Which some of you are probably thinking, okay, Lewis, didn't you do a rant video regarding the whole digital era shit a few months back? Well, yes, I did, but the thing is, I didn't go into full detail on the actual spyware itself. Now, did I? I only mentioned the fact that I was talking about the ID verifications, the facial recognitions and all that shit, which will be involved in this video as well. But it's mainly gonna be revolving around why it's becoming the main product to actually sell it off. Of course, we've been aware for the past couple of months now that that the every single company nowadays is following the same kind of patented policy of trying to shove any form of spyware into your life to try and gather as much information about you as possible, where big corpos like Meta, like Microsoft, like OpenAI can use that against you for a quick buck, whilst the government can do the exact same thing but ruin your life by either freezing your bank accounts or having you arrested over the most pettiest shit imaginable. And you've got to remember something. In America, they are planning to go forward with this, where every single car manufacturer is going to be forced to make electric cars, which doesn't sound like a bad thing at first glance, up until when you find out that the actual computer monitor that's attached to the actual dashboard is going to start asking you for your personal information, your ID, eye scans, so they can sell it off to a third party. Again, no one is happy about that. No one wants that shit. And to make matters worse, they can control the product once they have every bit of information about you. And of course, some of you are probably wondering, okay, well hang on 1 minute, Lewis. The ID verifications in Europe and the UK seem to be failing as well. True, that is true, but you got to remember something. They're not gonna stop until they get what they want, because spyware itself, of course, has always been a horrible thing, right? It started off as your typical, computer virus, illegal illegal application that you could accidentally download on your PC and whatnot back in the day. But it's gotten to the point now where people like me have been very on edge and very skeptical of modern tech, especially when it comes to phones and tablets, because nowadays we have the capacity to update whenever we want and whatever we want on that system, because the open space and the specs on that hardware makes it so much more easier for corporations like Apple, like Google, to just shove that in there like it's nothing, right? Again, those two are just prime examples of that. There are many others out there. And the one thing I have to point out is that the more I look back at the whole scenario regarding all the different, retro products involving technology, had all the limited specs, the limited hard drive, the whole it can only run at this amount of power, or it can only do so little with this, that, and the other. It made me think to myself, we didn't know how good we had it until it was gone. We took that shit for granted. And the only persons to blame for that is us. We were waiting for the next big product to come out, the better version, the more better version, and the more times we kept on seeing that, it went down a slippery slope where technology has evolved so much to the point where we cannot even seem to have any form of freedom left, and it's genuinely sad as well, because we want ourselves to evolve. That much is true. We want humanity to evolve. We want technology to evolve. That much is true, but it's all going in the wrong directions, is what I'm trying to say. Unfortunately, the more I start seeing companies saying, oh, we've managed to expand, we managed to expand the hard drive space, we managed to expand the fact that you can update your application within seconds, and it makes me think to myself, no, I don't want any of this shit anymore. I don't want update features. I want that gone now, because it's it's terrifying because you don't know what you're gonna get now. You really don't know because it may say we're just fixing bugs, we're trying to like add one or two applications to benefit your experience, but the thing is they don't give you the full truth of it now, do they? They really don't, because as soon as that next update comes out for your operating system. And it pops up with the whole, oh, please verify your ID, oh, please give us your personal information, please give out your bank details, so we can sell it off to third parties. That right there should be the official sign of, nope, I am done with modern tech. I am done with this shit. I'm absolutely tired of the absolute fucking garbage that we have been given over the last couple of years, and it's going to get worse over time. But one thing I should point out here as well, ladies and gentlemen, is that all the products that we have in our household right now, from phones, tablets, your Xbox Series X, your PS5, your smart TV, your fucking Amazon Alexa, they're no longer the actual products themselves anymore that sells. And these companies know that. They know for a fact that the amount of dumb fucking people that they have hired to destroy their fucking brands no longer sells. The only thing that sells today is the spyware that's built into the system. You want to buy a PS5? Guess what? It comes with the actual spyware. Give us your information, and you're gonna make us fucking rich. Oh, you want to buy an Xbox Series X? Give us your personal information, and you're gonna make us fucking rich. Oh, you want to buy a Switch 2? We're gonna update that very soon to make sure you confirm that you have your personal information given to us, so we can make money off of that. Do you see where I'm coming from with this? It's clear as day that they want to sell something that is definitely no doubt fucking illegal. And illegal as it should be. But the problem is, you have government officials who are on board with this shit because they're tired of being criticised. They're tired of being fucking called out for being so corrupt, so fucked up, that they're more than willing to basically cooperate with big tech corpos in order to fuck us over. In more ways than one. By selling our information and controlling our fucking lives. It's literally a two-way trap, and there's no fucking way of getting out of it, other than the fact that you have to go offline, and stay retro. It's the only fucking way. And that is why people like me have gone retro. Why people like me are going offline, and we need to start a campaign on that. And I know some of you are thinking, well, hang on, mailers, we have shit like Stop Killing Games, because they're trying to stop the whole going all digital, so people can actually own their physical games and all that shit, even if owning the game digital as well. That's the problem too. Governments don't give a shit about that. All they care about is power and control. They don't give a fuck about what product you own. Like, I'm sorry to say this, but like, Stop Killing Games is a great idea. Don't get me wrong, it is. But Ross was way too fucking overconfident with it. There was no way it was going to be achievable. Not by a long shot. And that's why my only solution left is to just buy retro products, because limitations on hardware and software, such as the good old ThinkPad laptop, if anyone remembers that, and of course operating systems like Windows 95 or Windows 98 or Windows 2000 are extremely almost impossible to update now, because not only does it have a completely different type of coding, but the hardware limitations will not be able to allow those updates to come through. It's just not possible, and that right there is what scares corporations like Microsoft, like Apple, because they cannot track any move about you. Which, sure, you can argue that the older operating systems are linked to the same internet network, and you're right, it is. But you have the ability to stay offline, because let's make one simple comparison here, right? With Windows 95 and Windows 11, right? So Windows 11. What does that product have to offer, right? It has a very similar layout to all the previous Windows, except for Windows 8. That was actually just complete garbage. But it has the same like layout and user interface, which is good. But as soon as you connect to the internet, boom, you are filled with just corporate advertisements, oversimplified corporate art piece crap, and everything is and every single application that you don't want on your system is being shoved into your hard drive without your notice, and you have to keep going back to your fucking hard drive over and over and over again to make sure that that everything is remaining clean. And the thing is, though, each update that comes out on that system just seems to make shit worse. One thing glitches, one thing crashes, and it's an absolute fucking nightmare. People don't like Windows 11 nor Windows 10 for that matter for that reason, because I thought Windows Vista and Windows 8 were bad. No, I was dead wrong on that shit. But nowadays, when I look back at OSs like Windows 95, for example, it's simple, it's clean. Even when you connect to the internet, you're not being shoved with all this random crap in there. And that's why people like me are saying we have to go back. We have to start using retro tech again. If we want to have some form of functions in society, maybe the only optional choice left is to try and keep what we had decades ago. Even if we have to probably rebuy it from websites like eBay, for example, it's probably worth it. It's probably worth every bit of time and your money, and that's what I've been doing as of late. Because recently, I've actually bought myself a retro PC that contains Windows 2000 on there. And once I get that, I'm going to be absolutely fucking thrilled over the fact that I can just relive the good old days of playing classic PC games from the late 90s to the early 2000s, and just relive those days of just what made me so happy. Because technology at one point used to be magical. It used to be, but the more it evolved over time, it just became more and more of a prison. It became more and more of a nightmare to handle, because all the actual like humans who've coded all this stupid bullshit into modern tech, half of them don't even know how to fucking code at all. That's how bad technology has become. And it's no wonder they're getting replaced by the same fucking AI that they somewhat helped create. And it's absolutely fucking dog shit. And one more thing before I go is that we have to make sure that once the retro culture starts to thrive, and very soon it will, that is going to wake up all the big tech corpos and realize, oh shit, they're actually fighting back, and they cannot do anything about it. Whether it's retro PCs, retro laptops, burner phones, good old retro consoles like the PS2 or the Dreamcast, they can't stop us. Even if you're using a Kinhang retro plug-and-play emulator, for example, they can't stop you from that either, because it's not linked to any source of like common networks where big tech corpos can actually track you down. Sure, it does connect to the internet to allow firmware updates, but it can't exactly do anything other than that. And that's the type of online limitations I absolutely love, because they cannot take away your freedoms of what you want to explore. Okay, guys, that's all I have time for. So then we get to rate, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what are your thoughts on the whole scenario regarding the Spyware products. Do you think it's going to get worse? Do you think we can actually rebel against this? Do let me know in the comment section. Okay, guys, peace out.